Hey guys, DeLuco here with Titanic Effort Gaming. I'm going to be doing a guide to Kennen, the Heart of the Tempest. Kennen is a mage, he's a ranged, sneaky little yordle. He's kind of an assassin. He's very strong. He's really reliant on skill shots and crowd control. And his passive is called Mark of the Storm. Kennen's abilities add marks to the storm to the opponents. Upon receiving 3 marks to a storm, an opponent is stunned and Kennen receives 25 energy. Has a diminished effect if done twice within 7 seconds. You're going to hit somebody with 3 abilities. Every time you hit them with an ability, a little orb will pop around them. And when it gets up to 3, then they will get stunned. If you do this stun again within 7 seconds, it'll be a diminished stun. It's not quite as good. Still helpful. It's a very short stun, the second one, but still, it's not bad. I mean, extra stun is always nice to have. His Q, which is his main ability, is called Thundering Shuriken. Kennen throws a fast-moving shuriken toward the target location, causing damage and adding Mark of the Storm to any opponent that it hits. Kennen is on an energy system. This is a very short cooldown. You can just spam it all you want. In the Nautilus patch, they nerfed it, so the cooldown was actually up by 1 second, but you know, it went from 2 seconds to 3 seconds. Well, 2.5 to like 3.5. And but it's still a very spammable ability with only costing 45 energy out of your max of 200, regening 5 per second. Really, it's a very spammable ability, no matter which way you look at it. Electrical Surge, Kennen passively deals extra damage and adds a Mark of the Storm to his target every few attacks, 5 attacks to be exact. Does not have to be on the same target. It is not like Vayne's W. And then if you can activate the ability, and in an area around you, it will zap all the targets that have a Mark of the Storm currently on them and add another one to them. So this is good for getting off that third part of your combo, or just the free poke that it gives is really nice. Hit somebody with a shuriken, hit them with this, then just run away. They can't do anything about it because it's just free poke. It's not dodgeable. His third ability is called Lightning Rush. It's his only escape ability. Kennen morphs into a lightning form, enabling him to pass through units. Any enemy he runs through takes damage against Marks of the Storm. This is, like I said, his only way to escape. It also gives him increased speed and extra armor magic resistance. So it's very good for avoiding ganks. With this and Flash, you're pretty much ungankable. His ultimate is called Slicing Maelstrom. Kennen summons a storm that strikes at random nearby enemy champions for magical damage. A ring will pop up around him, a ring of lightning, and it'll randomly hit champions in there. And it only hits one champion a maximum of 3 times, so it's not an uber nuke of death. But it does do good damage, and it'll give you really nice utility with the crowd control it offers. It is his only AoE spell, unless you're counting his Electrical Surge. That's only if he hits people earlier. So, you know, both of them, it goes very well. Just all of his abilities kind of combo together very, very well to get it with his passive. And I do level up Thundering Shuriken first, taking a point in Thundering Shuriken at level 1, taking a point in Electrical Surge at level 2, and taking a point in Lightning Rush at level 3, then maxing Thundering Shuriken, taking my next points in Electrical Surge, and maxing Lightning Rush last, taking Slicing Maelstrom every time it's available at 6, 11, and 16. And now we'll move on to Runes and Masteries. On my runes, I like to take Magic Penetration Reds for the extra damage to your Q spell, because that is your main damage spell. I like to take Armor Yellows because Kennen is very squishy, and I like to make him a bit tankier. You'll see in the Masteries that's what I try and do. In the Blues, I like to take Cooldown because his ultimate does have a fairly long cooldown. It's like 110 seconds or something like that. It's very long. And then you want the 5% extra to kind of get rid of that. And then you want, I take Quintessences of Ability Power, giving me a total of 15 ability power. On my rune page, I start the game with 19. I do start with a Nidoran Shield. Some people like to say that Doran's Ring is better, but I try and stay away from anything that gives me mana regen, because Kennen does not use mana. Like I said, he's on the energy system. You really don't need to worry about anything that gives mana regen, so since Doran's Ring does give mana regen, I like to stay away from it. And in his Masteries, I take 9 points in offense and 21 points in defense. Going down to Arcane Knowledge, Magic Penetration in offense, getting the 4 points in ability power. Then I take 2 points in both resistance and hardiness, making him a bit tankier. Taking Tough Skin and Bladed Armor lets you kind of dive the enemy champion a bit better, harass them better without worrying about taking too much damage from minions. Then I take Veteran Scars, Initiator, Honor Guard, Juggernaut, 2 points in Enlightenment. This just all around makes him generally really tanky while still being able to put out very good damage. with his Q spell, which is very, very important. And now we'll move on to the gameplay. So here in this first clip, this is just the beginning of the game, kind of showing how you should lane with Kennen. Generally, you're going to try and last hit with your Q spell. I actually do lag a little bit here. That doesn't happen very often. I think I actually happened a couple times this game. Maybe their servers are having an issue. Maybe my internet was just crapping out on me. I don't really know. You're going to notice I do miss a lot of shurikens. But that's not an issue, because if you watch my energy, by the time my shuriken's back up, I'm already back to full energy. So it doesn't matter. It cost me nothing to do that. I did miss out. I really should work on trying to hit more of those, but it's not a huge deal. Honestly, if you miss them, if you are not very good at skill shots, that's okay in the beginning, because it doesn't matter. You can just spam them all you want. Every time it's up, you might as well throw a shuriken. That's what I try and do, and every now and then I'll miss, and I do need to work on my last hits. I understand that. You can go ahead and be like, hey, you suck at last hitting. I don't really care. I won't be offended. So you'll notice here I have 1 point in shuriken at the moment and 1 point in my W. And so you're going to see, I can't use it right now because no one's in range, but if I get in range of that minion, I can use it. So that's kind of the way it works. It's not like a targeted ability or anything. So what you're going to see here is I'm going to go up, I'm going to try and get a full stun up on him. I have my auto attack ready, and boom, full stun, took him down to right about half health. That kind of just shows how much damage his full combo can do, even at just level 2 with 19 ability power and a Nidoran Shield. Now the Nidoran Shield will make it so that if you are harassed, you're going to have health regen above the other person. So you're going to generally be able to take more harass and dish out more harass than the other person that you're laning against. The only people I generally have trouble with is like an Ezreal, who has a bit better poke than me, and right here our Lee Sin does get first blood, and we signal him to go back. He's a bit late though, and he does die to Ryze and Sion, who went to gank him, and I tell him in chat that I was actually just about to call it. As he was leaving, I was farming minions and just about to call it. And so Ryze, coming back to lane, he's got both buffs, so I'm a little bit afraid because I know Ryze can nuke fairly well once he gets blue buff. And so, I'm just going to kind of run around, and I'm level 4 now, so I have 2 points in my shuriken, and it's doing just really good damage. I'm going to get up that electrical surge and a stun on him, which is just awesome. Now what's nice about the stuns is you're going to leave him there for a second. Now you can auto attack him if you want. Get just a couple extra hits off, that extra little bit of damage never hurts. And your shuriken is really, really great for last hitting, by the way. You're going to want to try and use it every chance it's up to last hit. It's a phenomenal tool at doing it. So, you just get an auto attack into a shuriken, and it's almost a guaranteed last hit, especially if you have your W passive up like I do right now. So I'll toss that in, immediate last hit. And now every now and again, you're going to miss your last hits. It's going to happen. Kennen, he needs farm, but he's not uber reliant on it. You can go games, and you can have games and get no kills, and 4 deaths, and 13 assists, and still be able to wreck people. Because you are more of a utility champion than a straight nuker. You're not Annie or Ryze or Brand. But you are a very, very strong champion, so you'll see on level 5 here I have 3 points in my shuriken. So it's doing just amazing damage at this point, with only 19 ability power. And Ryze is trying to last hit with his overload. He's not doing too great. And you'll see Will is just dominating down there. Uberoob, he is just dominating a Singed down there. He might actually use this video in his Singed guide. So if you see any of this footage again, you'll know why. So here, I was trying to get the auto attack off on Ryze so I could get another stun on him. But I screw up right here and take a bit of damage that I shouldn't have. Missed my shuriken. But it's okay, it happens. My health regen will pick up here in just a second, and I will not have any problem. I'll just be able to regen all of that. So you're noticing I do mess up a few shurikens, just kind of toss them at nothing. You want to generally try and avoid that, hit every shuriken you can. So I'm getting close to level 6, and at level 6 I have the ability to dive him because of the extra stun you can put off. And it generally makes him, but what I'm going to try and do is before I dive him, I want to be able to get a stun off on him, so that I have the extra damage, because your ultimate, one of the very most important things about Kennen, as soon as you hit 6, is knowing how much damage your ultimate can do. Now, at level 1, your ultimate does 85 damage a hit and hits 3 times. Now, it's going to do a bit extra damage based on the amount of ability power you have, but we're not going to go into that. His AP ratios are good. His shuriken's about a 0.8 AP ratio. So, his AP ratios are good. They're not the best, but they're nothing to complain about. And so, one of the most important things on Kennen is being able to figure out how much damage his ultimate is going to do. So right here on Ryze, I know that I'm not going to be able to dive him and kill him, because I know he's at full health. My ultimate might take him down to maybe half health and then throwing a few shurikens, I might be able to get him down to a quarter health, but not guaranteed. So right there, I could have dove in on him, but I decided not to. I decided that I wanted to wait, get some cooldowns back, and let him push forward a little bit. Don't want him right next to the tower. I don't want to nearly die from the tower. So I'm kind of just running around in the background. I'm afraid of a gank right now because I know they have a Master Yi jungling. So I'm just going to try and last hit some minions. That's one of the most important things on Kennen, is just try and last hit as many minions as you can. If you can't last hit a minion, that's okay. But what's nice about Kennen is if you're getting harassed just to no end, you can normally get close enough to throw in a shuriken because most champions do not have the range to stop you. And you can just hang out behind your friendly minions to stop like an Ezreal shot from getting in there and hitting you. So you'll see here I am level 7, Ryze is missing, so I'm going to call the MIA on him. So one thing, he comes right back, and it does not take me any time to type in re. That's one thing, if you're in mid, please always call MIAs, because I hate being at bottom, getting ganked by the mid champion, and just having a terrible game because of it. It's very important. I know lots of people who just don't. They're like, oh, I'm way too busy farming or something to call it. If I had hit that shuriken right there, I would have dove him and probably tried to pick up a kill. But since I did not, you know, oh well, it's okay. So I've got my W's passive up. I'm going to try, I want to get this auto attack off on him, but he's running back. So we kind of do this little dance around here. Miss a shuriken, so I'm waiting for my shuriken to come back before I dive back on him, and it's back now. So I'm going to go hit him with the auto attack, hit him with the shuriken. Then I want to try and activate my W on him, but he ran out of range. And I don't want to dive the tower just to activate my W. However, I will toss another shuriken, and my Marks of the Storm actually just dissipate as the shuriken is on its way to hit him. Kind of sad. I probably would have dove him if that had hit. And you'll notice here he is out of mana, so I'm feeling a bit safer. But Master Yi pops out of the bush. This is to show you how difficult it is to gank Kennen. Now Master Yi does not have any form of a snare or a stun or anything, but he's still not a terrible ganker. And that just goes to show that with Lightning Rush you can get away from things. I don't use it for the damage. Its damage output is actually higher than that of your W, but it's not as good, in my opinion. And so you're going to see Lee Sin runs up. He's going to go steal their red buff. He was going to get a gank off on Ryze, but doesn't do it. So I see a perfect opportunity to run up, and I can kill Ryze right here. I hit him with a shuriken, hit him with a stun, and I run up and pop my ultimate right here, put Ignite on him, and I hang around just long enough to make sure that I can pick up the kill. Master Yi comes back, he wants more, he exhausts me, but I cast my lightning ball, giving me just enough speed to bring him into turret range. Never even hits me once. I should have thrown a shuriken here and tried to pick up a hit on him so that I would get an assist when the inevitable Lee Sin comes down and just demolishes him. And he does dodge my shuriken with that right there, takes another tower hit, and is running for dear life at this point. And there comes Master Yi, he's going to clean up that kill for me. And that's just, you know, that's a good play right there by Master Yi. I was very happy with that. And so now we're going to move on to the next clip. I just go back and buy here. And in the next clip, I am running up to cover top lane as our Talon had to go back. And we really wanted to take this tower. It's very, very low. I'm going to try and get a couple pot shots off it. He's going to get stun on me because Sion's so annoying. Gets a 311 critical plus his shield on me. ADC on. It's going to be very, very annoying. Talon is freaking out because he wants blue buff, and Lee Sin is taking it all the time, really, I guess. Honestly, I don't really care. Talon does not use that much mana. I have a friend who plays Talon. He said he's really not that mana hungry. Ryze shows up out of the bush, and you may notice that Singed is coming up. And he's yelling in chat like, the rape train is on its way, choo choo! And so he's going up, he's going to try and fling Ryze here. Accidentally flings a minion, so he's just poisoning Ryze for the heck of it. And there comes Sion. You know, we jump up, we get a kill off on Sion easily, because he was trying to focus down Singed. And Singed is just, he was just dominating this game. And there's Rammus, and Rammus, I didn't see him do anything good this game, honestly. We had some AD champions, but Rammus never taunted me. I didn't see an issue with him. So we're running up, and we're going to end up taking this tower, and we're going to go into a little bit of a team fight here in the bush, in their jungle, the enemy jungle. And so one thing as Kennen, what you want to do is you want to try and stay in the back of fights. Now, it's okay if a fight breaks out to leave the fight and then come back and just toss in some shurikens. If you're low health, that's fine. You're allowed to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run around. I take a really dumb tower shot right here. Sometimes you'll round that corner and you won't take a tower shot, and other times you will. And so I spot that Rise is up there in the bush with Talon playing around, so I'm going to wrap back around and go back and see if I can throw in a few shurikens. And then I see Master Yi pop out of the bush there, goes after Talon. So I'm going to pop around here and throw a blind shuriken into the bush and hit him with it. And then I hit him with another one. Try and get the stun off, doesn't happen. Sion stuns me, he's chasing me. I use my lightning rush followed by a shuriken into my ultimate, which gets a stun off on him, making Sion very, very low. And you notice there it didn't hit him again because it had already hit him 3 times. So I'm trying for dear life to get out of here. And I throw a shuriken, trying to hit Yi, miss Yi, pick up the kill, and then die for Master Yi. So it was a very sad day for me. And our team just goes and cleans them up. No problem. There's Uber running in, trying to pick up any kill he could there. Didn't really get anything. He's yelling in chat again about the rape train coming to station. Now he's going to run down and try and defend his lane, and I will be spawning here momentarily. During this next 2 clips, there's going to be a team fight where I get an epic triple kill at low health against just me and Uberu are the last 2 alive against 3 of their teammates, and I pick up an epic triple kill. So while that's going, I'm going to talk about his item build. The items you want to take on him is Will of the Ancients. You'll see I have here. Will of the Ancients is a really great item on him. As I said before, I like to start Nidoran Shield. I like to get spell penetration boots unless I'm taking heavy CC. Then I will take the Mercury Shreds. But Will of the Ancients is a very, very important item on him. I usually pick it up first. You know, what's it called? The Hextech Revolver into the Will of the Ancients. Then I like to get Zonia's is a very important item on him, because you can run into team fights, pop your ultimate, and then just, you know, become invincible to everything. I see Lisa in here, I actually try and go get the shuriken off on him. Stun Yi here, but back to his item build. Rabadon's Deathcap is never a bad choice. I do like to pick up the Rylai's for the slow. That just, you know, increases his utility even more. Just makes him a really great champion. And then any other ability power that you see fit, if you need the Void Staff for magic penetration, or if you need a, here I end up taking a, I cannot for the life of me think of the name of it, a Abyssal Scepter, there we go. You see Sion gets a stun off on me here, and Rammus thinks that he can chase me down, so I turn into my little ball form. He is no match for me. His ball is not better than my ball. Kennen has bigger balls than Rammus. Bigger and better balls than Rammus. So I'm going to wrap back around here, and like I said before, it's okay. If you get away, come back into fights. So you're going to see it's just Uberoob right now. Just me and Uberoob against their entire team. I see him pick up that kill. I see Rise is a bit low. Toss in a shuriken, hit it with my lightning, run in, pop my ultimate, pick up an epic triple kill here. Thanks to Singed and his awesome utility tankiness. Pick up a triple kill and an ace. And that won us the game. There's going to be one smaller team fight, and then they're going to give us the GG. I would like to take the rest of this time to talk to you guys for a moment about, did you like this video? Did you think it was better than my Warwick guide? For the Warwick guide, I kind of just took one game, didn't cut any little clips from it or anything. Just kind of went straight through and ran through the beginning of the game, the jungling guide, because it was a jungle Warwick guide, which I am doing a second revision on. I wanted to put out this video and see which you preferred for the second revision. But yeah, I wanted to know if you liked it. Give me your comments on it. Like, subscribe, give us that whole wonderful, wonderful thing. And me and Uberoob, if you want to see any champions that are to be played, you know, anything, any new champion guides, you want a jungle guide on some champion, we'll do our best to get it out for you. If you liked our live commentary, let us know. We've been happy to do more and more of those. Uberoob should be putting a new one up anytime soon. It should be up by the time this video goes up, but maybe not. If it's not, it'll be up very, very soon. He is still working on his support guide, and he'll be doing a Singed guide, and this game may actually be featured in his Singed guide. So, you know, keep an eye out for that. On behalf of Titanic Effort Gaming, I wanted to say thank you guys for watching this video. Really appreciate it. Here I do die from a Cassidin teleport, sad face. But, you know, they do give us the GG here in just a moment. And, like I said, on behalf of Titanic Effort Gaming, I am Zaluko. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Have a good day, and good lolling.